Pass to Graham. Here's Campbell. Puts it up. And that time also a missed shot.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Here's Scott. He's got 5. Big smooth. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Pass to Graham. Here's Skinny. We've got 1:28 left in the second. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Big Smooth. 7 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. Here's T. Pass to Campbell. Back to Graham. Here's Skinny. Fires the 3. Scott with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
There's the triple. It's hauled in by Skinny. Shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Pass to Goose. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Goose has got 7 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up by 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie. It was not me. I never throw the first chicken wing.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched, Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie was Kenny.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the home team.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
Like I outwork you every day, Kenny. I'm just saying.
I outwork both of you, and it ain't even close. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's New Orleans now. And it's T in at small forward. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Here's Big Smooth. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Campbell. Here's T. Rose outside. Here's T. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. 5 points in the game.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Here's Scott. Out to the right wing. Pass to Big Smooth. Looking to get it going. And he lays it in. Big Smooth's got 9.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
From 11 feet away. Got it.
That's great execution. They take advantage of a high percentage look.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Rose. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Here's Scott. He's got 5. Guarded by Rose. Pass to Scott. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
To the paint. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. He's got 6.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
Here's Goose. He's guarded by Mills. Here's Campbell. Misses the jumper from the wing. New Orleans trails by 4. With the step back. Shoots from 12. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Goose. Here's Rose to stop the drought. They grab their own miss. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. And that's a double-double for him now.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Looking at this last month, here are the NBA teams that have been outstanding at reading the opponents and picking their pockets.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
Here's Scott. He's got 5. Pass to Big Smooth. Shot clock at 6. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game. Gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Skinny. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Big Red.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Number 2. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Rose, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Goose, good.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get that.
Outside Mills. Pass to Scott. Five to shoot. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's Scott. He has 7. Over to the wing. Here's Big Smooth, guarded by Rose. Here's Big Smooth, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's the natural. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. The Naturals got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they left their defense in the locker room when they came back out.
Back to Mills. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, that's like a quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him.
Rose outside. Here's Goose. He's got 10. A deep 3. They get it back. The natural. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Pass to Big Red. Here's Scott. 7 points in the game. Clock at 6. Rebound by the Natural. The Natural's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Goose. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Here's Scott. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
New Orleans shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Rose outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Goose. And there's a pick. Skinny passes to the Natural. The shot's good. The Natural's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Scott passes to Big Red. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. To the middle. And that one drops for him.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Rose outside. Inside. Here's the Natural. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. New Orleans trails by 7. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. No good from outside. Shooting 46%, a decent average so far.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, number 33.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. And he makes both free throws. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Scott. He's got 9. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Skinny sinks the tray.
They are uncautious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Scott. Pass to Big Red. 3 seconds left. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
The third quarter comes to a close. Leading by 8. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So for New Orleans right now. Here's the natural. Pass to Skinny. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. Here's the natural. Sends it home from three-point land.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Scott to the inside. Here's Big Red. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Five on the clock. Uses the glass on the layup.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Here's Scott. The rebound by the natural. The natural's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Down low. Here's Campbell. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's the 3. Drops in the 3.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Pass to T. Here's Skinny. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3.
This defense just can't... They connected to shooters.
New Orleans trails by 13. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Scott. To the paint. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Mills, he's checked in for New Orleans. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Rose outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Skinny. Here's Campbell. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
While playing with the lead, they've been working for more high-percentage shots they can depend on.
First team foul. At the line for 1, Campbell.
And the free throw, no good. New Orleans trails by 13. To the middle. Big Smooth gets the bucket.
They finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
Gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Here's Skinny. Pass to Rose. Lets the 3 fly. Scott with a rebound.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Goose. Here's Campbell. Lots of room. Buries the jump shot.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
Here's Scott. They set the pick. The 3 is up. No luck on that one.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Back to Rose. Out left to the wing. Here's Goose. Here's Campbell. Soft touch off the glass. Campbell's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're really fighting a losing battle on the glass.
Here's Scott. Pass to Big Smooth. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Timeout for New Orleans.
Shooting 2.
That one misses. Good on the second one. Gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Skinny. Pass to Campbell from the arc. Knocks down the long J. Campbell's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Big Smooth. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Rose. Guarded closely. Who's can't hit? New Orleans trails by 17. Pass to Scott. Outside Mills. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, BA. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around, because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
It's both from the stripe.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Now here's Rose. He's closely guarded. Skinny passes to Campbell. Here's T. Pass to Skinny. There's the 3. On target from range. Skinny's got 9 points now in the second half.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Guarded by Rose. Shoots a 3.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Here's T. Shoots it up. Nice shot by Skinny. Skinny's got 8 here in this quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Scott. The 3. And Goose pulls it down. Goose has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, BA, we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Here's Skinny. Pass to T. Rose outside. Here's T. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists in the game. New Orleans has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. To the right side. Here's Big Smooth. Here's Scott. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Skinny. Rose outside. Pass to Skinny. Takes a 3. Hits the three-pointer. Skinny's got 14 points here in the second half.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Big Smooth. To the inside.
At the line for the away team, Mills. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. Second free throw, no good.
Well, you never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're down late.
Now here's Graham. Pass to Campbell. 4-3. Scott with a rebound. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Now Rose. And so they get the victory here at home. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest. We know that